Hello, crafty friends. Lydia here. I'm here with a small project share. It's an Easter card that I made. It's a group of us crafters, and it's going to be five of us that are going to get together. I take that back. This weekend, and I'm going to make like a really small little Easter, not really a basket, but like a basket for each of the ladies. And this is the card that I'm making for each of them. And I'm going to make one now, and I'd like to walk you through it as I make it. So here we go. Now, the cards that I use, this particular one is from a set that I got from Dollar Tree. It's the A2 size, which is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. It's a package of 10. It comes with the envelopes. I've seen them in, they had them in white, obviously, and I've also seen them in the craft brown color. So yeah, it's got the envelopes, saves me the time of having to cut the cardstock and make the envelope. So it's a win-win for me. So I'll put the envelope aside. So this is the card size. And the die that I'm using is a die that I acquired earlier this year from Temu. And it is, on the image, it's an Easter bunny with like an upside down, here we go, with an upside down sign. And I don't know. I wasn't a fan of that for some reason. I sort of wanted to turn it around the other way. Just me. And hang it. So what I did was, here's your sign. Here's your base that you're going to put all of your cut pieces on. And what I did was I went ahead and just cut this section out again in the craft looking paper. And all that I do is I'm just going to cut that there and there. Sorry about that. Then I do ink it. I like to ink not all the pieces, but just certain pieces, especially if it's wood looking. It gives it a really nice, to me at least, dimension. So let's glue that down. And the glue that I use is Art Glitter. I like it a lot. I guess the comparable to that would be, I think it's Bear Art is what I've seen out there. I have not used it. This glue dries nicely, dries clear, and it's, yeah, I like it. It's water-based, which is nice too, because if you get it on your hands, you don't have to worry about it afterwards, which I tend to do. And the one negative is, depending on where you are, because it is water-based, they will not ship it in the winter time because it'll freeze. And if it freezes, that will create it sort of there's an issue then with the glue not working correctly. So you sort of got to get your stash before, harsh winter. Now, because I put the wood here, it'll compromise his little toes here. So if you see that they come out in wood. So my fix for that is just simply to cut a piece off of the same cardstock that I used for the base and sort of just adhere that on the back. And just trim around it, really. So here's one. There we go. And here's the other. Now, what some people have a preference as far as the cardstock, if they like it with the, if they like it just like a flat look, or if they like it which is like this, or if they like it has like a textured. I prefer the textured, that's just me. So which is why I kept flipping around the pink just to make sure I had the texture coming through. That's just my preference. So we'll adhere that one here and that one here. And there's our bunny. Ta-da! And then here's my sign, which is here. So let's add that on real quick. And I cut the sign out of a shimmery yellow. I don't know if you can appreciate that, or it even comes through. The shimmery yellow cardstock that I have, just because I wanted something a little bit different for the Hello Easter. There. And then something else that I did is I just took twine. I didn't have just all brown twine, which is fine, no big deal. And I sort of pushed it through here to through these little holes back here. I don't think that the other type of string, and I'm trying to think what it is, the other fiber, I can't not think of the word for the life of me. Sort of like a hemp kind of cord would have even worked, because I don't think I could have gotten that through. And then same thing on the other end. I'm sure if maybe I used a needle, but then I don't know if I have, I don't know if that would have worked actually. Like an embroidery needle, because the hole is so little. And then if I make it any bigger, I don't think it would have, it may have torn. So I'm trying to get this through. There we go. Come on. There it is. Okay. Oh, that little piece didn't come through. The white. Tag nabbit. Okay, let's try that again here. See if I can get this through. Sorry about that, folks. There it is. Okay, good. Then I just make a simple knot here at this end. And sort of fray it a little, because I do like that it's not, you know, all nice and tight there. There. Okay. Then I'll tie the other one afterwards. Then the base of the card, not the base, well, yeah, the foundation that I do is I have this stack from Joann's. It's super old, and it's burlap pieces, all different colors, individually wrapped. And so I went ahead and picked out some colors that were Eastery from the stack, and I cut them just slightly smaller than the card. So almost like I don't know, like a 4 by 5 1/4, maybe 5 1/8, something like that. And even though I used a cutter ahead of time, this did not, it just does not look even to me. So sorry about that, folks. Yeah, good enough. I do use glitter glue for this. Some people will use hot glue. Some people will use the all-in-one, which is like for material. But I find the all-in-one is great, but it takes a really long time to dry. So I just put that there, put that there. Yeah, there we go. Make that a little bit more flush there, except for right there. All right, then I put a little brad on there. So let's find something that, here we go. No, I already used pink. Let's put an orange brad there. Here we go. Yeah, let's put an orange brad on there. And I actually do lift this back up and then just re-adhere it. Probably an easier way to do this before I glue it, but it works for me. So just a little bit more glue back here. And we're good. Then I take my Easter bunny with my twine. Let's see how far I want him down. That looks about right, right? Let's see. Yeah, that looks good there. Let me, there, hang that down a little bit more. Okay, then I just come back, do my knot here again. And then reduce it, obviously. So I don't have this huge amount of twine hanging. Fray it again some more. Trim it back. There. Now, I haven't added my pom-pom because this isn't even. I haven't done something yet, so now I pop him a little bit, just off of the base. So I'm just gonna put 2 little pieces real quick. That and that. I will put glue on this because it's going on burlap. I want to make sure it adheres better than just, you know, regular. There. Then let's put his pom-pom on. And like I said, I use this stuff for anything, for pretty much everything. There we go. His little tail. Sorry about that, folks. And down at the bottom, I bought this off of Temu also. I'll put the links for both of these items down below. This really pretty ombre Easter egg ribbon. And that's all I do there. And then, just for a little detail, I will put some little pearls here and there. So let's just do, and since this dries pretty much clear, the pearls do have adhesive on them, but once again, because I am using this on on burlap, I want to make sure it sticks better. And even though there's a smudge of glue, it will dry clear like the other one that I showed you. And these pearls are from Dollar Tree. I just sort of cut down the middle in between them to get rid of that little connection that they have. And they're a great product. I love their bling, their pearls, all of that. So I am a fan. So there we have it. Let me clean this off so you can hopefully appreciate it better. This silicone mat is great, but man, you gotta wash it. Anyhow, so there's your card. What do you think? Tell me in your comments if you liked it, if you want to see more of these, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. Thank you so much, and until the next one, bye-bye.